The rules of predator and prey are not always fixed and easy to understand in the wild, especially when you have creatures such as crocodiles roaming around. These beasts will eat absolutely anything, turning predators into prey, which is exactly what we're about to see today. Catching a deer might seem like a nightmare task for most predators as they're too fast to keep up with, but their speed doesn't help much when they can't see the attack coming. When the predator is as fast as a crocodile lunging at its prey, the chances of survival become virtually nil. As these deers were trying to take a sip of water from a watering hole, one of them was unfortunate enough to get targeted by a huge crocodile that was able to grab it by the leg and drag it into the water in an instant. That was the last sip of water the deer ever took, and a reminder of why stealth is often superior to speed. One of the main reasons why no animals survive getting dragged into a swamp is that every crocodile down there will try to make sure they don't. As soon as one croc drags a prey into the water, the rest of them will rush towards the struggling animal to get a piece of the meal. That was exactly what happened here, and even though the terrified wildebeest almost made it out of the swamp, a way bigger crocodile than the one it was fighting against showed up and ended its life with a single bite. No matter how small a creature may be, if they go anywhere near the water, a hungry crocodile is bound to notice them and try to attack them. This mamba wasn't even inside the water, and it was barely visible, but a huge crocodile was somehow able to spot it, and it quickly came out of the water to chase after it. It didn't take the crocodile long to capture the snake and kill it, but it did it in an extremely vicious way, shaking the poor serpent very violently until it finally died. A piece of the snake's body flew off and landed nearby while the crocodile was shaking it, and an eagle that was flying above instantly landed to feast on it. If you think inflation is bad, imagine living in a reality where the price for a sip of water can be as high as your life. You don't have to do a lot of imagining though, because that's literally how things be in the jungle sometimes. Here, we have an unfortunate hyena that was merely trying to get a drink when it found itself in a nightmare that it wasn't going to wake up from. A crocodile was able to drag it into the water using its powerful jaws, and its options were to either drown to death or to get torn apart while it was still alive. But as dangerous as swamps are, a hyena can never miss a chance to try and steal another predator's meal. As you can see here, this hyena stumbled upon a dead animal in the water, and it decided to try and steal the kill. The hyena knew that there were crocodiles in the water and that the dead prey was theirs, but it was foolish enough to try and drag it away. As expected, a furious crocodile emerged from under the water and rushed towards the thief, and had the hyena lingered for another second, it would have certainly joined the meal in the crocodile's stomach. Take a look at this poor hyena and how the hungry crocodile was carrying it by its head after having just killed it. The greedy crocodile was able to deliver a crushing bite right to the hyena's head, smashing its skull into a million pieces and instantly killing it. The kings of the jungle may be unstoppable on land, but in the swamp, everyone has to bow down to the crocodiles. A fully grown male lion was trying to consume a dead prey here, and a giant crocodile showed up to try and bully it out of its meal. The lion had made the fatal mistake of killing the prey in the wrong spot, and there was no way that it was going to be able to defend it now. The lion's best option was to allow the crocodile to join in on the meal, but not to allow it to get too close, which is exactly what it did. Suddenly, and without warning, A giant crocodile jumped out of the water at a passing baboon and was able to grab its tail in its jaw before quickly releasing it and grabbing one of the poor baboon's arms. The baboon tried to fight back, but the situation was completely helpless. There was no way that the baboon was going to be able to force the crocodile's jaw open or drag it out of the water, which were the only possible ways the baboon could survive. But what makes this even sadder is the fact that the baboon was a mom, and she had her little newborn latching onto her. Running into the water wasn't this buck's smartest move. The lion knew better than to jump in with it, and it waited for the buck on land, hoping that it would finally try to escape so it could try to capture it again. The buck was patient and it didn't want to leave, but a sudden attack from one of the crocodiles that were lurking underwater forced it to. Thankfully, the crocodile missed and the buck escaped unscathed, and even when the lion tried to attack it again, the buck was able to scare it away. Despite living and hunting mainly underwater, crocodiles are also super good at catching prey on land. They're very stealthy and very fast, and other animals rarely ever see them coming. Notice how far this pig was from the hungry crocodile and how the croc was able to close that gap? It approached very slowly and very silently at first, but once it was close enough, it charged at the oblivious pig and captured it in a flash. The crocodile ran back into the water with its prey as it usually does. And that was that for the unfortunate pig. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.